जय। प्रेम चलो जगदम्बे माता की जय। श्री भाग बिहारी लाल की जय। Our most beloved and revered Shrotaganas, our dear daughter Debbie and her entire family, our revered brahmacharis, respected mothers and fathers, our humble children, those online, Swagatam and welcome to this first of 3 sessions of Garud Puran Katha, Discourse on Garud Puran. And oh man, it is such a dynamic act. I don't know if we can feel from the last 10 days, from Janam Ashtami to Ganesh Jayanti to Pitra Paksha, the mode, the energy you can resonate with. This evening, we want to say thank you for being with us. Thank you for joining with us the very first day of this Pitra Paksha. This first of 15 days, Bhagavan allow us, Karna, through his great act, his misfortune. Through his misfortune, we have a great fortune. Karna from Mahabharata. And Bhakta Jano, we are blessed this evening once again to be at the feet of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Hey Govinda, Hey Gopal. Oh Lord, we resonate at your feet. We think of our loved ones who have gone beyond. Maybe for you, and most people think this way, I never had nobody die for me, they say. Meaning they think they're talking about their mother or their father or something like that. But I never do this thing. I never observe this thing because nobody never died for me like that. Then if you ask them, what do you mean by nobody? Then you will have the immediate relationship. But oh man, someone would have passed for all of us. May it be immediate or our lineage. And tonight they are with us. In Pitru Paksha, they leave their realm wherever they may be. In Vaikunt, in happy moments, whatever manifestation, they are waiting at whichever realm Yamraj send them upon earth. Oh man, so you and I can be benefited by them. And tonight, we'll set the stage, tomorrow and Sunday morning, just to educate us, and those of us who know, who are practicing, who is observing Pitra Paksha, is just to further ramify that faith and to further allow you to understand what you're doing is Dharmic, what you're doing is righteous. Many of us, especially the older generation, we didn't raise in celebrating Pitra Paksha. Pitra Paksha would not go with such a word. Pitra Paksha was something you stay away from, you do not be involved with. But as we grow older, we become wiser, and the knowledge has been flowing to us. And through the management of this temple, and our devotees, and our children, we are blessed to be here. Let us once again clasp our hands, if it is possible. Gaze into the Murti where you are appropriately fixed. May it be Ma, may it be Bhagavan Shri Krishna, may it be Hari Narayan, may it be Mahadev, where you're sitting. If you cannot close your eyes and manifest that form, oh my dear devotees, then open, clasp your hands and look. If it's a Patita Pavani Gange, in your mind, think of your loved ones. Do not cry. Do not bring that weakness of spirit. But think of them. Make that connection with them. Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswate Namah. Om Shri Guru Charanakam Namah. Narayanaya Vidamahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Tadeva Laganam Sudinam Tadeva Tara Balam Chandra Balam Tadeva Vidya Balam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Patte Rigre Yogam Smarami Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramaridhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Everybody, Kansa Chanuramaridhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Narayana Sura Srishta Lakshmi Kantangavara Prada Anena Tarpaneta Preta Moksha Pradobhava. Om Hiranya Garva Purusha Vyakta Vyakta Swarupine Asya Pretasya Moksharta Supretu Bhava Sarvara Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaktam Yena Characharam Tatparam Darishatam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Prem Sonar Narayana Bhagavan Ki Jai. This Garud Puran is an authentic text. It's one of the 18 Puranas that talks about so many things. Oh man. It talks about the creation of the world. It talks about Krishna Leela. But among every other thing, there's one chapter, one area called Preta Kanda, dedicating to our Pitras, understanding the reason why we do certain things, why we lepe, why we dab the place with gobar, why we place darba grass, kush grass, why we sprinkle gingerly seed. Some people even think have the connotation that when they see black till, it has to be something to do with Antim Samskar. So closely connection. Why? Many times we do these things, but we do not know their whys. And tonight we will set the stage for all these questions being asked. Garud is a bird. A Garud is the Vahan, the vehicle of Bhagwan Hari, Bhagwan Vishnu. And Garud observed all these atrocities in this world. In the same way how in Satnarayan Katha, Narad would have visited earth and he see the problems and difficulties with the manifestation of Sriman Narayan children. And he went back and he sat at the feet of the Lord, he adored him, he worshipped him. He looked disturbed and perturbed. Bhagavan Sriman Narayan, no. He asked him what his problem. He tell what is his problem. He didn't really have a problem. But he saw the plight of the mortals, how scorched they are, how afflicted they are, how Dharmic they are. And he won Bhagavan Sriman Narayan to help, to fix, and to allow our Pitras to be blessed. Oh man, here Garud is on the same mission. He saw someone die, he saw the soul, left and went to Vaikuntha, come back. The emissaries, the missionaries, the messengers of Vaikuntha, Bhagavan Vishnu, bring them back, receive the funeral, Antim Samskar, and so forth. And he was confused. Why is all of this about? Oh man, he was very, very confused. Why is all this happening? He asks Bhagavan Hari, Bhagavan Sriman Narayan. Sometimes he's referred to as Sri Krishna. He asks him some questions. And these questions we will go through tonight. There's so many questions he asks. If we get to start attempting to answer them tonight, we will do our best to answer them. If not, tomorrow night we will look at them. Let us sit very comfortably, think of our loved ones, and let us chant this kirtan to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Gopala Radha Lola Murali Lola Nanda Lala Gopala Radha Lola Murali Lola Nanda Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala Gopala Radha Lola Gopala Radha Lola Murali Lola Nanda Lala. Everybody? Murali Lola Nanda Lala. Please feel free and sing. Gopala Radha Lola Gopala Radha Lola Murali Lola Nanda Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala Keshava Madhava Janadana Keshava Madhava Janadana Keshava Madhava Janadana Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala Gopala Radha Lola Gopala Radha Lola Murali Lola Nanda Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala Murali Lola Nanda Lala. प्रेम से राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती चैव ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो नारायणः। Why is Pitra Paksha important? You see, everything have rules. Everything we do by following our texts. In Manusmriti, it tells us as a Hindu, as a Sanatani, Manusmriti is the memory of Manu and Satrupa. Lord Manu penned these down from what was told to him, from his smriti, from his memory. And so we have a very dynamic and wonderful text called Manu Smriti. And Manu Smriti lay down the rules how mankind must operate, how we must conduct ourselves, how we must carry ourselves, the rituals, the niti, the policies, the politics that is involved in a grihasti. Some people say, I don't like to get involved in politics like that. But politics is basically, oh man, policies, regulations, rules, techniques, strategies, how we do things, how things ought to be done, the right way or the wrong way or the proper way. That is politics. But then of course, when we talk of the party politics and this dynamics and so it's a different thing. But Manusmriti says in a wonderful shloka, every grihasti must perform. Manusmriti 370. Adyapanam brahma yajna pitri yajnastu tarpanam homa devo bhali bhoti nrupyayoti tapujanam. Manusmriti tells us that you and I must perform Panch Maha Yajna every day. Not only Pitrapaksh, not only Ram Navami, not only Navaratri, but every day. May you be Brahmachari, you can slide. May you be Vanpras, you can slide. Or totally renounce. But if you are a grihasti, a marriage householder, this is a must. And oh man, Adyapanam Brahmagya Pitri Yagyastu Tarpanam. A few words you can relate with. Tonight, before I go any further, as it has been in our community, I want to dedicate tonight, and for all 3 sessions of this Garud Puran reading in this temple, to that dear soul of Pandit Acharya Ji. As his Atma revel in ecstasy, may all our prayers, as we connect with our loved ones, may all our prayers, may all our tarpan, may all our tapa, may all our dedication go to that soul. For he would have served this community relentlessly. He was indeed a dear friend to me, and I see it no different from my temple and this community and our followers. He was always willing to serve and always willing to lend his knowledge and his wisdom. A few days ago, he dropped this myrtle coil. And of course, we think of him. He would have done well. He would have served well. And oh man, we think of him. While we think of him, we need to continue our work. Because his moment has come. When is our moment? We do not know. We do not know when is our moment. But what you have to do, be ready and be prepared. You see, if you have a trip and you don't pack well, you're in problem, isn't it? You have a problem. You could buy something there. You could pick up something there at the resort and so forth. But when you're on this journey, Bhaktajano, there's nothing you can pick up. What is done is done. What is offered in your Antim Samskar is up to that. You cannot pick up this and that on that journey. Here, Manusmriti tells us, Panch Mahayagya, every day we must pray to God. Every day we must pray. If it's Om, just say Om. Connect with that omniscient, that omnipresent form. We must study the Vedas. We must study the scriptures. We don't know Vedas maybe, but study some text, read some mantra, read some story, read some kahani. Every day we should do this. You see, if we do this every day, like how we work out every day, like how we have to go to work every day, we have to eat every day. If we make this mandatory, oh man, it will be beneficial to us. Manusmriti is telling us. Thirdly, Pitri Yagya. Manusmriti says every day we should do Tarpan. Every day we should do Dhan. Every day we should do Shraddh. Not only in Pitrapak. You see, this is part of our 5 daily rituals we are supposed to do. Oh man, perform in Havan, show in Argha to Bhagavan Surya. Bhuta Yagya, take care of animals, our plants, our community. And then Atiti Yagya, uninvited guests. These are the 5. But the one I want to focus on, which would lead us into Pitrapak in this period, is Pitri Yagya. Oh man, Pitri Yagya should be done every day. We don't do it. We fall off. We face so many problems. We face so many difficulties. Then in Pitrapaksh comes for us to make an enormous effort. Pitrapaksh comes for us to remember our loved ones. And sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't get involved. Sometimes we say, me no know about that thing. Me never do that thing. Me no want start that thing. Like that we say. Oh man, Garud asks, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Bhagwan Hari, and if I say Krishna or Narayana or Vishnu, don't get confused. Garuruvacha Sarveshamanu karma yatambuhit me madhusudana pretatva mukshante yena dhanena sukritte bhava. O Lord, Garud says, the bird, the vehicle of Sriman Narayana. O Lord, the very first lesson we should learn here tonight, for the benefit of everyone. He didn't hold on Bhagwan Vishnu Nakarna, wait till everybody left and say, Bhagwan, I want to ask you something. He says, Garud says, for the benefit of everyone, please tell me. He asks. Bhagwan says, Shri Krishna uvacha Srinu dhanam pravakshyami sarvashubhavani shanam santatata kamayam gatakam dhyanam. O bird, please listen. I shall tell you all about the gift, the dhan, which dispel inauspicious obstacles. He says, he went on to ask, what are the rites for the dead? What are the rites? Garud once again asks, what are the rites should be performed for someone who about to pass, who about to give up this prana? this vital air, this oxygen? What are the rites performed to favor them, which can debar him or her from turning into ghost? The very first question he's asking, tell me, what can we do? So in other words, if you don't do, that spirit, that jeev, will not continue on its journey. In other words, it become ghost. When pinda is not being offered, when pinda is not being offered, when tarpan is not being offered, some people born Hindu, they live Hindu life, they do puja, they do katha, they do everything, and on the time of passing, they're not Hindu damo. They bury them in anything, they cremate them in anything, they do anything because for you it's convenient. You get rid of the body and move on. Perform a scene, show up yourself nicely on Facebook, cry up good, post up good, and you're done and you move on. Mother, father, brother, sister. We do not do what is right. And here Garuda is asking, what can be done so they do not become bhuta? They do not become ghost. What activities is good? What will allow them not to be in a dreadful, fearful form of preta and pisach? Hanuman Chalisa says, Bhuta pisach nikata nahi aave. When you chant his name, he removes Bhuta and pisach. They are levels of spirit. When they do not take that form of having tarpan and pindadana, they become bhuta. Oh man, tell me, O Lord, the Lord of Lord, hey Hari, I wish to know all of this. And remember, very first, he said, I want this to benefit everybody. Why are there, some people when you do funeral, you tell them about the pieces of gold. They say, where that come from now, why? Me never hear this thing. Where hell this thing come from, huh? This 5 pieces of gold, this 9 pieces of gold, this 1 piece of gold, this 3 pieces of gold. Here, Garuda is saying, why are the 5 gems put in the mouth? Garuda is asking these questions. Why are gingerly seed? Why are black tills sprinkled on the ground? Why are the darba grass, the kusha grass? Don't get mixed up, the big long one that you're supposed to be tying. Why is that scattered beneath? Why is the feet kept southward? You think it's a tradition, man, like that. Why is the ground be smeared with gobar, cow dung? Why is Vishnu meditated upon? Why is hymns chanted? Why is Vishnu Sahasranam being read? Why is mantra? Why is kirtan being done? Why? Why do the sons and the grandsons walk? Why does the son perform the kriya? Why does the grandson light that fire, that chitta? Oh man. Why is gift, when someone is about to die, it is important to make a siddha. When they are breathing, when they are alive, if you can. Why is that important to give gingerly seed? Till in that siddha. Why is salt important in that siddha? Why is 7 type of grains important in that siddha? Write these things down because I don't remember them too. And know these things because all of us will have to help someone prepare for releasing them. Why 7 grains? Oh man. Why do we dance away these things? All these questions was asked. I told you in Bhagavad Gita, when you do not make these offerings, very first and foremost, don't go far. If you have a Bhagavad Gita, when you go home, please check it before you come back tomorrow. Chapter 1, Sloka 42, Bhagavan Shri Krishna tells us, when Pinda is not being given, when Tarpan is not being given, when idam sataram tasmai sadharma tasmai, when heaven is not being given, when homa is not being given, what happens? Permit me. Bhagavad Gita 142.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Everybody, Shri Krishna Sharanam. Please sing along. Think of our loved ones. Our loved ones is everyone loved ones. Those who have lost someone, our immediate or not, this entire world is a family. Vasudeva Kutumbaka. One more time. Shri Krishna Sharan. Oh Bhagwan Krishna, help our loved ones. Shankaro Narakayeva Kulanamam Kulasyacha Panti Pitaro Yishaya Lupta Pindadaka Kriya Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna
Sharanam Mama.
Shankaro Narakaneva Kulananam Kulasya Cha Antanti Pitaro Heyasham Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha. In simple terms, Bhagwan says, when we do not offer pindan, offering of that rice ball, that barley flour, some people they use the grind rice today. But the boiled rice that you make into that pinda, that oval shape, round shape, when that is not being given, when tarpan is not being given, oh man, the family, it destroy the kulam, the lineage. How it has been destroyed? We cannot see to marriage within our lineage anymore. Children coming out of that, born out of wedlock. Children come out of that is deformity. How is degeneration happening? Oh man, our wealth, physical, spiritual, is bilawin, is being getting destroyed. Roga, sickness. And it hasn't started in this generation. It is from many, many generations. And you think it fall somewhere far? No, it is falling on us. Which one word for that? The affections of our pitras, shortcomings of us, work left hanging undone, is called pitra dosha. Pitra dosha. Affection and afflictions of our pitras cannot get married, cannot hold a relationship. When you do have a relationship, children cannot born out of that. When children do come, so many diseases and calamities, unhappiness do come. This is called, all of this happen, oh man, from when we fail to do our duty. Manusmriti, I told you the authority. Manusmriti tell us, that as grihasti, we must do these. We must be involved in performing tarpana in this spirit in our home. Our fathers, our brothers ought to lead this where they are. What are they doing? Then you wonder why dukkam faces us. The scripture never say female should not do it. The scripture never say female is not allowed to do it. But Garud Puran says, when there is no male issue in the lineage, then a woman is allowed to do it or should do it. You mean to tell me no generation have a male inside? Because why? So, women, mothers, daughters, sisters are not supposed to be involved with antim samskar, death rites. They're involved in birth, giving life. But because of today, nephew is there, grandson is there. No, we can't fast, man. We can't do this. We can't do that, like that. Become the daughter, have to do it. The wife have to do it. Scripture says, never debar. Garud Puran never said a woman should not do it. But under what condition they should do it? If there is no male issue in that lineage. Tell me which lineage don't have a male issue. Oh man, it is important for us to know these things. Why the male does this? Why when we come back from the burial ground, why do we have that little dye water there? Why we put a little brick there? Why we light that fire? Why we have that neem leaf there? Maragosa. Garud Puran said, why we put all of those? My dear devotees, why do we do all of this? Why we throw tarpan every morning? Why we take out milk and we offer dudh mohi? Why we take out food? Why we offer pinda every day? And for some on the 10th day, the accumulation of that subtle body. Bhaktajano, why do we collect the bones? There are rules when it should be collected. The ashes, the remains. Not when you feel. That's another thing. We collect it and we keep it for 2-3 years. It's a whole big bahana behind that. Let me keep it, let the weather get better. I want to take it here. I want to take it there. I want to do this. I want to do that. Tatastu. Oh man. Why do we take, in the days of yore, Garud Puran says, before you go home from the crematorium, you take a shnan. Well, where we go bathe here today now? We can't bathe nowhere, right? But that is in the days, you go to the pond, you go to the trenches, you go to the river and you shnan kare. With that clothes is not even going in your yard. Today we go and hang back the blazer, the jacket, in the closet. We come back with it and we hang it up nice there. Well, after 5, 6, 10, then we dry clean, huh? We say, this one now, wait on 2 more times, we dry clean. So the great energy that you brought, you hang them up in the air. Dark colors, black, gray, charcoal, those hold the energy more. The negative energy, that is why as Hindus, we wear white. Black was when we get mixed up with the indenture days. Even today, you see people wear their felt and they go to funeral. They wear their felt and they wear their suit. Our masters are still in our life, even manifested through us today. We have to wear suit and tie to go to funerals as Hindus. This is not our culture, but what happened? Indenture time. We have to follow the great white masters. And it's still manifesting us today. Our culture, we wear white because you do not want those energy, oh man, to be with you. Garud asks, why do we do pinda every day? From the time of the funeral, a pinda is supposed to be done every morning until the 10th morning. Because of convenient, because it's not possible and probable maybe to most of us grow knowing that. So imagine our generation who are growing here now. Everything might be done in one day as time to come. Funeral, 10 day, the 12th day, the year work, everything might be done in one day. It's just time. Oh man. The 10th day, one pinda is offered. Garuda is asking all his questions. Why is this offer? Why is food given? Why is dan given every day? Because one pinda normally gives. Some people do masika pinda, monthly pinda. Because as the soul make it stop, as it make its journey onwards, they do those masika pinda. Oh Bhakta Jano, why is food given? Bhagwan Garud is asking, there are 5 teeth of this body. He says, why are these 5 thieves so bad then? In other words, permit me as we chant this shloka, O man. He asks, how does the earth go back to earth? How water go back to water? How fire go back to fire? How does the soul leave? I haven't seen no opening in the body. Where does the soul leave from? All these are questions Garuda asks. And he was concerned about the teeth, the 5 teeth of this body. Permit me as we chant this shloka from Garud Puran.
Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna.
Body.
Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna.
Loma Bahoha Hridaya Pancha Sharire Chaiva Tasakara Trishna Kamo Dyahankara Krutrayanti Janadisha Punyam Bhayata Bhayam Yashishtam Sukritam Tatanesha Kritova.
Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai
Everybody.
Jai
Shri Krishna.
Hare Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna,
Jai Shri
Krishna, Hare Jai Shri Krishna.
Prem Shri Govinda Bhagavan ki jai. From where Garuda is asking, and we ask this question too, we confuse, we want to know, where do the 5 elements, when we pass away, when we drop this mortal coil, oh Lord, please tell me where they go. From where do the 5 thieves of this body, one is greed, Lobha, Mohardaya Pancha Sharira Chaiva Taskaraha Trishna Kamo Dayahamkaraha Krituhu. Greed, affection, desire, love with attachment to man, and pride go. This Garud referred to as the 5 thieves of this body. Interrogate, understand this. Whatever little action has been done, whether good or bad, please tell me the merit of these gifts. He talks about why is the rite of Sapinda. Why is the rite of the Sapinda Kriya, the 4 pindas that has been offered to move the Pret from Pret form to Pitrilok, back to his ancestors, the union with God, with his Pitras. Oh man, he asks this question. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he says, "Oh Garud, you're so noble. And you ask these pertinent, these on-point questions. Listen to their explanation, oh Garud. I shall explain to you," Bhagavan is saying, "with the authority of the Vedas, the Smritis and the texts." So Shri Krishna, Vishnu Bhagavan, is telling Garud, don't feel I'm just telling you Nancy's story here or Hiram Scarum. But the Vedas, the Smritis and our texts has documented this. Markandeya Puran talk about this, Yamasmriti talk about this, Garud Puran talk about this, the Vishnu Puran talk about this. There's so many, and all our nitis and rules is from the Vedas. Oh man. He says, I will tell you as a devotee, when you revered, he acts, he sit at the feet, he see Hari Narayan as his guru, and he asks these questions. Oh man. He asks, he's telling, by throwing, oh man, it says a son should perform this kriya. The grandson is permitted to light that fire, that chitta. Today we don't have that. We turn the button, we turn the knob, and we ignite. And this part of the world. Oh man. Tile dharmascha bhumam te kutti dhatu mati bhavet pancharatnani vakretu yena jiva prahohati. By throwing gingerly seed, the black till, and dharma grass on the ground, the attention of the mind is diverted to Vaikuntha. That's the first answer. Hope you're following. By throwing the gingerly seed, we like to know why we got to put till there. Why we have to put kush grass there. Even when we're preparing the person about to pass, you sprinkle that around them, you put them on a mat or kush grass to lie on. Because when you do this, what it does, Bhagavan Hari is saying to Garuda, it diverts. You want the mind not to stay attached here. Have you ever been around someone who's about to pass? Have you ever experienced it? You ask them question, you know me? People ask those things. You recognize me? Hold my hand, squeeze my hand, like that. Kya baat hai? They must try to transmigrate from this world to move on, and you interrupting them, you think you're doing good. Katahar say. You know this one? You recognize this one? You talk, you giving some joke, something you do because that's what your intelligence tell you. You operate into the highest point, and that's the highest. But when you come to temple, when you sit down in here, and you know better, better is expected. You want their mind to be diverted to Vaikunth, to the feet of Hari. That is why we got the thing playing there. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi. We got it playing there, and we talking nonsense with them. We got Hare Rama, Hare Krishna playing. We got Jagjit singing here, and we talking something else with them. You want their mind, you play that, you sing, you have a Agarbatti lit, you want their senses to go inwards, and you want them to divert their path and their thinking, whatever little consciousness is there, to the feet of God. Because He will allow them to transmigrate. When you spread that till and that kush grass around them, it helps to divert the mind to Vaikuntwala, Sri Hari, O man. It says when the gems are put in their mouth, or the different aperture of the body, the eyes, the nose, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Hmm? It helps, oh man, to nourish the Atma in the next birth. The gems. Well, we don't have gems. We have pieces of gold, the most valuable we can give, no? So we use 5 pieces. 1 piece is sometimes we place it on the lip of the deceased. This is supposed to be done before you margaya. Yeah? Before they drop their body. But we don't be there, we don't do it, so we do it today. It's a custom, we do it at the funeral. The tulsi water we give them before, when we don't give them before, we at least wet their lip. Same thing. You gotta pass him. That is why every day, some people when you tell them today, you can eat on tulsi, you make joke. Mita a joke, Baba. Yes, every day you can eat a tulsi leaf. Because you do not know which day is your day. You eat a tulsi leaf every day. That medicinal purpose that it brings to you. And also you're preparing assiduously for mumukshutvam moksha. That when you drop this body, you're ready, you're already observed with the Lord, with Tulsi, Vrindavani, the love of Sri Hari. Oh man, the gem nourishes in the afterbirth. The ground should be smeared with gobar, cow dung. Well, you will say we live in North America here. But I tell you, the dry one there, you can buy, just flick it up a little bit, and you have that for your puja stand, your Vedi. Not I am saying so. The ground should be smeared with gobar, gingerly seeds, the black till, darba grass should be strewn. The kusha grass should be put, oh man, to burn off all his sins. These are put there, once again, to burn off, to remove, to aid, to help the papam of that individual. Bhaktajano. The darba bed helps the sick individual who is about to pass to ascend to Vaikunth, commonly we say the heavenly region. Oh man, in the midst of the pack of the mind, the gingerly seed is given. It says, if Sarvatra Vasudha Puta Yatra Lepo Navedate Yatra Lepahastitastraya Punyalepane Shuddhyati. If the ground is already lepe, dabbed with the gobar, it should be lepe again. We say, I wipe the floor already, Baba. I think I wipe again. I wipe it already. I wipe it and I waiting. It wipe an hour ago, half an hour ago. Huh? Oh man, before you spread your bedi, before you prepare your puja stand, it should be cleansed, it should be purified. If the ground is smeared already, it should be resmeared, oh man. If not, it becomes impure. Evil spirit, boots, demon, they come there around the sick, the dying person. You might smear it before, but while they are there, you might sprinkle the gobar around if we have the privilege. Not everyone have the privilege to be around their loved one. But oh man, when they pass, you need to do that again. Because if not, then Bhut and Pisach take control. That is why, oh man, you do these. Bhaktajano, Bhagavan went on to tell that why is this till, this black till, this brown till, this white till, why is it so important? Bhagavan told Garuda, as we chant in the shloka,
Hari 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 Hari
Everybody sing.
Hari 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 bolo Hari
Everybody.
Hari 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 bolo Hari Hari
Mamastatantra devashtaha tilashtaksham pavitrakah asuraha dhanva daitya srishyanti tiladhanyanaha. Hari Hari.
Hari Hari bolo Hari
Everybody. Hari Hari.
Hari 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 bolo Hari Hari
Hari Hari.
Hari 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 bolo Hari 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 Hari
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari bolo Hari Hari
Mama Sweta Sambhutaha Sthitta. Bhagavan say, why is this still so important? Why when you spread that? Why it allowed the mind to deviate from every worldly things unto the feet of Hari? Gingerly seed came from my sweat. Sri Vishnu is telling, this till that you eat on your little, on your bagel, like that, that's the till I'm talking about. The brown one, the white one, same thing. Sesame seed, gingerly seed, same thing. This originates from my sweat. O Garud, hence it is very pious and holy. He says, Asura, Dhanvas and Daityas, they flee. When you sprinkle that, they run from there, where gingerly seeds are kept. Where black till is kept, they run from there. Remember I told you a time? After the Shraddha, people say, Baba, you carry this thing. Because if you left this thing in my house, I'll get more dead. Because black till. All the extra you carry away. Not left one with me. Here Vishnu, because of ignorance, because we do not know. Vishnu Bhagavan is telling Garud for the benefit of all of us. Wherever gingerly seed, it comes from me, O Garud. Wherever it's been kept, wherever it's been sprinkled, the bhutas, the asuras, the rakshas, they're scattered from there. Wherever the seed is kept. Gingerly seed, he went on to say, Tila Svetas, Tila Krishnas, Tila Gomutra Amidya. This gingerly seed is Sveta, it's white. This gingerly seed is Krishna, Kala, black. This gingerly seed, Gomudra, brownish color, like the cow urine color. Like that. It's brownish, light, creamish, we will say. It destroys, Vishnu Bhagavan says, it destroys the sins committed not by the soul, but by the body. The soul is untainted and unblemished. But the sins, the papa that we commit, when we offer these, oh man, it destroys the sins of the body. That is why it's important to have, to put there next to the body, to allow them for the prana to go. Bhakta Jano, Eka eva tiladravano, He madhona tilahe sama, Tarpane dhana homa chaya dhato, Bhavati cha akshayaha. One gingerly seed, one sesame seed, one black till offer is equal to giving away a jar, a golden jar with black till. That's what Vishnu Bhagavan told Garud. Gingerly seed offered tarpane dhana homecha. Sesame seed offered in tarpan, in home, havan, have everlasting benefit. have everlasting benefit. Oh man, not only in funeral rites we will offer some black till in everything. In tarpan we offer it. Tarpan with water, tarpan with milk, with the honey and the ghee and the black janjali seed, whatever. It says it gave everlasting benefit. Even when we do Havan to Devi, Durga Ma, we offer janjali seed into that Havan, into her ghee with little honey. Devi Bhagavat Mahapuran tells us, in a trikund, in a triangle Havan kund, and you do your Havan with till and your honey with the ghee mixed together. Oh man, because she is Swadha Devi. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalani Durga Kshama Shiva Datri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Everybody, Swaha Swadha Namostute. I bow, Namastute means I bow to Jayanti, to Mangala, to Kali, to Bhadra Kali, to Kapalani, to Durga, to Kshama Devi, to Swaha Devi, and to Swadha Devi. These are all names of Ma Durga. I bow to all these forms. She is Swaha. She is in the form of Swaha. She is the consort of who? Agni Bhagavan. She is the wife of Agni Devata that we feed. And in the form of Swadha, she is the consort of Agni. Agni have two consorts. Swaha, when we say Swaha, we take all our offerings through Swaha Devi to all the gods. And when we say Swadha, oh man, when we say Swadha, we take Ma Devi, Swadha Devi, take all our offering to our Pitras. Don't feel it's somebody else. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, with interest of time, tell us, among Pitras, I am Aryama. I am the chief of all Pitras. I am Krishna Bhagavan. Hari says so. My Bhakta Jano, we will cease here today. I want us to understand this question has been posed, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna. I hope we write our questions down. I hope, O Bhakta Jano, we make note of our questions that Garud asks, and Bhagavan Shri Krishna started to answer. He answered the till, he tell us about the till, and I want you to make sure you know, because these things come back to help, to render assistance to our brothers and sisters, to our family. When you teach, when you help, when you time come, I tell you this, even if you know everything, you forget it. I tell you this. If you know everything, you forget what to do for yourself. But if you teach others, if you teach and you tell and you educate others, they will come there to support you. I could tell you this from my personal experience. When my dad passed, we were pretty young, 20 odd years ago. We live in a Pandit home, but you don't pay interest to certain things. Who interested about what go on at the Indian Ghat and everything like that when you are young? But everything that he would have taught people in the community, teaches others, show them the way. When for do for he, them same people have to come back for guide me and my brother. Because you don't go to all certain areas to know everything. You don't do it every day, you don't remember. But that is why learn it, know it, help those who you can help. By using it, it stays with you. By using it, you remember what to do, how to do. And when you learn, and when you teach them, when you educate others, they will remember. Write these questions down, write these things down. Do not rely on your memory. I myself don't remember sometime. But because the text is in front of me. But if we keep talking about it, we keep helping others, we keep lending our sweat and our knowledge to them, it will stay fresh with us. And when our time comes, maybe for our children's sake, they will be there to guide, to teach, and to help us, our children, to do the best for us. Bhakta Jano, think of our Pitras. Throw your tarpan every morning. Do your charity. If you can't do all 15 days, 7 days, 3 days, at least 1 day. Observe that. Don't forget our food drive. We have platform to help you, to coerce you, to get involved, to do some charitable act, some kind act. In this period of Pitra Paksh, do as much as you can do, because they're visiting us. Oh man, they're visiting us. And if when they leave, you want them to leave with all that good karma. You see, Karna, how Pitra Paksh comment about, and we'll go to Arti. Karna was a Dan Veer. Karna in Mahabharata was the greatest, or one of the greatest giver of Dan, charity. So he wasn't a miser. He used to give well. When he left this world and he went to the heavenly regions, everybody's eating. They give him gold, gems, metals to eat. Karna. And he inquires. Some stories say yaks Indra, some say yaks the attendants of Yama. Whoever yaks, yaks. Don't get too lost. Why am I being given this? And why everybody is having nice tarkari and bhat and rice and curry and everything like that? He was told, Karna, when you were alive on earth, you never give grains. You never give anadan. You never give food away. How you expect to get food now, Karna? Karna was shocked because he made an innocent, genuine mistake. He gave everything away. Karna was Danaveer. He was given that title. Not an ordinary giver, but because God knew it was genuine and he was a giver, he wasn't conjuice and a miser. He said, Karna, go back on earth for these 15 days to make it right then. Make it up. And Karna was not a selfish individual. He was selfless like you. Not for yourself. He said, if me make this mistake, you don't think other people make that mistake too? Karna think of all others. He said, what about them? Let them also get to come back on earth, and let them offsprings, let their children, their lineage, help them. So when them come, they come to spend 15 days with us. When you make offerings, when you make charity, when you do prayers, kirtan, japam, you elevate them. Oh man. When you do Shrad, when you do your Pitra Puja, you invite Brahmanas, and you give food and you give dan. We may not be able to get to there. The scripture tells how they eat it. Who? They come between the stomach of, and they consume. They do not have mouth like me and you. They do not eat like me and you. Oh man. So in this period of Pitra Paksh, I do not want you to go without capitalizing. We do not know if our next Pitra Paksh will reach us. We do not know if tomorrow night will reach us. Do what you can do now. Every day dangles in front of us, and we take it for granted. I got tomorrow, next week, I got this, I'll do it then. Oh man. Get involved. Don't be scared. If you do not know what to do, see your priest, see your pandit, seek guidance, but do something. It will come back to you in multiplicity. Prem Solo Narayana Bhagavan Ki Jai. I want to thank our dear sponsor, Deb, my dear goddaughter, and the entire family. She would have lost her mom a few years ago. And we pray and ask wherever the Atma of her dear mother is, may she continue to enjoy the ecstasy. And to all of us who have lost someone, a son, a parent, a child, whatever it may be, we pray and ask, Bhagwan, may you comfort that soul. May you give us the strength to pray, to chant, and to do adoration. Some people want to do Tarpan, but as a Pandit, I can't do that. I don't have the strength. I don't have the faith because they lost someone. We have to encourage them. We have to educate them. We have to teach them, because when they do, when you make offerings, it comes back to you. Bhaktajano, please join us tomorrow evening as we continue this katha to answer this question that Garud posed. And we can able to write down, we can document, we can teach, we can help, we can lend to others, and we can propagate Dharma. In your prayers, please keep the children of Pandit Acharya, all his devotees, his godchildren, as I would have dedicated tonight katha, and all my offerings to the feet of Sri Krishna for his dear soul. May he continue to revel in ecstasy. May he continue to enjoy the beatitude of his good karma. Let us kindly stand for Aarti as our Brahmachari lead us in Aarti. Our Shrota will follow. And then if any one of you want to wave light, please you can feel free to go up to Krishna and wave your Aarti to Bhagavan Krishna. Think of your loved one. Think of who you have lost and pray for them in their soul, in their time as they're with us to enjoy. Yani kani kshapapani janmantarkatani sa tani tani vinakshante pradakshanai pade pade.
जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से तारती। ये अमेरिकन ते मोती पंते पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोती पंथ पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला हरि गायन यही वरदान यही हरि गान यही वरदान यही जग की मंगल की आरती पापियों को पाप से तारती जय भागवत भगवान की आरती पापियों को पाप से तारती। ये शांति पावन गीत का को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पाप को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला हे सुख करनी हे दुख हरनी हे सुख करनी पापियों को पाप से तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती। पापियों को पाप से तारती। ये मधुर बोल जगपंथ को दसन मार्ग दिखाने
वाला
बिगड़े को बनाने वाला। ये मधुर बोल जगपंथ को दसन मार्ग दिखाने वाला। बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही। सबकी आरती। पापियों को पाप से तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती। पापियों को पाप से तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती। पापियों को पाप से तारती। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय।
भुजशयनं पद्माभ्यं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसादृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं
योगिविद्यानगम्यं
वन्दे विष्णु
भव्यहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथनं। ॐ दामोदराय विद्महे
रुक्मिणीवल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो
कृष्णा प्रचोदयात्। त्वमेव
माताश्च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव
विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव। त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। ॐ असतो मा
सद्गमया
तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय। मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। We can all bow. ॐ
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। हरि ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम।
प्रेम तो राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। नर नारायण भगवान की जय। सत्य सनातन वैदिक धर्म की जय। संतन की जय जय। Sitaram. Dear devotees, please participate in the arti, prasadam, and of course your bhojan. Thank you for coming out once again and remembering our pitras, our loved ones, our online viewers. Thank you so much for being with us. Please join us tomorrow evening once again as we continue to dissect shlokas and prayers and narration of Garud Puran, and continue to do your good, kind act, your charitable act, observe the Pitra Paksh, and join us once again tomorrow evening and of course Sunday morning as for these 3 sessions of Garud Puran reading. Nar Narayan Bhagwan ki jai. फिर मिलेंगे until tomorrow evening. वापस न जाऊंगा.